yourself. That's excellent.
I am actually doing that on YouTube because I'm streaming it to YouTube. But I don't think I quite know how to start this. Oh, we're still in pre-live. So I'm not quite sure how to do this in...
Bottom of your screen, there's a go live button, right?
Yes, I thought I already clicked on that, but it still says pre-live at the top.
Yeah, like click on it again and again until eventually, realizes that we've gone live, and it'll make a funny sound, like a ring, like a doorbell sound.
Okay, maybe now. Oops. Hi, everyone. I don't know. Oh, Annie, there you are.
We're live. LinkedIn kicks me out of the room. I know that for sure.
Yes. I'm like, we are live. Wait, hold on. Where's Annie?
Yeah. So I've just learned to just wait and just face my fate. It's just I have to find my way back into enough. Well, welcome, Nesh. Now you're a superstar. Glad you're here, Natalie. Great to see you as well, of course. So I welcome everyone to our room. Lily, I welcome everyone. Everyone. If they join last minute, I love them for the service, just spending their time with us. So hopefully people will join early. They never do, right? They might do. It's a mindset thing. So I'll take it.
Yes, they might. Definitely, they might. But yeah, welcome. Let me see. Worknesh and Natalie and Esther and Lisa. We're so glad that you are here today with us. So excited.
Excellent. I normally give a couple of minutes for more to join us. Of course, you can. You can start on time if you want to start, and then I think you just have to repeat yourself. Because more will suddenly join, and then be like, okay, let's start properly.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. I just want to say hi to Carrie on YouTube. Hello. And so usually I have the Zen Zone here on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So Annie had a great idea, and he said, hey, why don't we amplify the effect of what it is that I am trying to assist all of you. And let's just say, for example, it is actually extremely powerful if you're able to acknowledge what your blockages are, speaking it out loud, and set the intention of actually releasing that into the universe so that you actually can amplify the effect of that. Right. So once we do that at the very beginning, which we will invite everyone that is ready to actually step into that, that energy of acknowledging what it is, or maybe even, yes, acknowledging and articulating whatever it is that is blocking them, and they're ready to set the intention of releasing that, then we welcome you, Annie and I welcome you to step on the stage and speak that out loud. And at the end, what we will do is I will show you how to actually sense that dense energy within your body so that you can release that. Okay, release that energy, whatever it is that is blocking you from getting that breakthrough at the current moment. How does that sound, Annie?
It sounds brilliant. It's what you do brilliantly. Of course, you have the YouTube live stream events as well, right?
Yes.
Where you actually do healing sessions pretty much every day. Well, I'll let you tell them now. Tell them what you do on YouTube, please.
Yes.
your service and your credibility.
Yes, thank you, Annie. So, what I do is that I'm actually a quantum light language healer. I'm a light language activator and a healer activator coach. So everything that I'm doing is totally aligned to my current soul purposes, and that is to raise the vibration of humanity, to heal the collective, and to assist you in remembering who you truly are. And that includes helping you, if you are ready, to help you tap into your intuition and your innate. I like to call it innate, but often people, it's more well known as psychic and healing abilities. But I don't really like the word psychic only because it sounds as if there is a gatekeeping uh, feeling to it, where it sounds like it's only for a certain special someone. Ooh, you're psychic, you have psychic abilities. But that is totally not the case because we all have it. And we might not know what it's called, right? Because you may, let's just say, you may have, oh, I have a feeling this person is a little off. I should not trust this person. Clear sentience, clear cognizance, right? Oh, I see that I just had an image that maybe I need to turn, or I see that something is not, something will happen. Maybe there's certain thing will happen. Maybe there's a car accident, so on and so forth. Clairvoyance, right? So all of these different things that most of us probably experience if we pay attention on a day-to-day basis. And these are all various types of clairs, various types of psychic abilities that we all possess innately. We all have it. But as soon as you start recognizing that, appreciate that, lean into that, then more of it will develop. But you would be like, okay, so what's the big deal? Why do I care about having these psychic abilities? Why? I'm just me. I don't want to be a psychic, or I don't want to be. I'm not spiritual, right? I'm not a guru or whatever. Why do I want to be why do I want to tap into my psychic abilities? Right? Okay, that's a good question. It is because if you actually tap into these, remember how I said I prefer to call it innate abilities, you will find that your experience in this world will be so much easier. But yes, you will still experience, yes, the highs and the lows, definitely the lows, because we are in a 3D reality. And you'll definitely get those kind of experiences. However, if you are able to tap into those innate abilities, your intuition, you're able to make a lot of the decision a lot easier. It will be totally in tune with your mind, body, soul. And some of you have been with me in this the Zen zone for the past few weeks, so you know that what that full body scan is all about, or what it is that I'm trying to show you and help you tap into. So it once you're aligned with your mind, body, soul, you are able to make the decisions, the correct decisions, a lot faster, right? You won't be hang up on, oh, I don't know, what should I do? Should I do this or should I do that? Should I do A or should I do B? But once you actually tap into your intuition and innate psychic abilities, then it will be a lot easier for you to make those decisions, make those day-to-day decisions or large, huge decisions. And you'll be able to tap into who you truly are, because all of us, are light beings currently experiencing and enjoying, hopefully, a human experience. So, in a nutshell, that is what my current soul purpose is. And that is what all of my, if you go on to any of my events, any of my mentorship program, and courses, that is what it's all about. It's all about helping you, if you're ready, to help you heal whatever it is that is blocking you, whatever it is that is blocking you from who you truly are, from blocking you from shine. Help yourself, just basically empower you to shine. That, in a nutshell, is what I am all about. And definitely my 6-month program, which I'm really excited about. I have so many different kind of programs to assist you along the journey, such as, let's just say, if you have no idea, although I think quite a few of you have an idea of what I'm talking about, because you have been on my lives and things. So let's just say, just an example, if you have no idea, the quantum light language healing modality that I use, such as light language, I do have a program where 6-week program where I will literally activate you with your light language. Yes, everybody speaks it. And if you want to know more about it, come on to my Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Wednesdays live at 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's called the Luminous Healing Lounge. So that is where I will give you a light language 101, and you will be able to win a private, personalized, personalized session during the live, which I rarely give out for free. And so you will have a chance to win that. And there's a fun game that I actually will go through for you to engage in, for you to play in order for you to win. So that would be for Wednesday. So if you want to know more about light language, I will definitely assist you tomorrow. Just come and join me. And my 6-week program will help you activate your light language within you. Because in my opinion, why do people want to know about light language? Like, what's the big deal, right? What it is that it is actually, it has many different other names, such as soul dialect, the language of the soul, language of the divine, universal language, galactic language even. What that is basically it is the fastest way to tap into who you truly are, your being. Because if there is a sound, there is a frequency. If there's a frequency, there is a vibration. And all of us, since we are living things, we have vibration and frequency. Therefore, we have a sound, you guys. So we can actually tap into that. And once you tap into that vibration, it is just incredible, because it will not only allow you to tap into who you truly are, it will also assist you in raising your vibration. Quickest way to raise your vibration, if you're feeling down, low, out of sorts, bring that vibration in. You're going to be able to lift it up, lift yourself up, okay? And as well as, in my opinion, it is the quickest energy healing modality out there. So that's why those are the 3 major reasons, in my opinion, why light language is so powerful, and why you might consider to activate it within you if you haven't already done so. Because I know there are a couple of people on here, so cool that they already speak it. I know Divine does, and Dina, and I'm pretty sure Brenda, you can speak it because you've been activated. Because you mentioned that every time I start speaking it, your hands start moving, because that's one form of light language activation. And maybe Margaret speak it. I'm not 100% sure, but it's really cool. I know a lot of you guys may be speaking it. And hi, Christy. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Matthew. And Michelle. Hi, Michelle. And yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. Or did I not mention my 6-month program that I love? Maybe I didn't yet. Okay, so my 6 month.
You're making me laugh. Go on, tell them.
Okay, so the 6 month program that I truly, truly love is so as I mentioned, one of my current soul purpose is to heal the collective. And then I got a download, and that is basically what is the fastest ways to heal the collective? It's not by yourself. Is actually to activate as many healers that are ready to step into their soul purpose, to activate their healing ability so that they, along with me, we can help to heal the collective faster. I'm like, oh, okay, that honestly is so brilliant. So that's why I came up with a 6 month program. So literally with this 6 month program, I will be activating you with your healing abilities. And you're like, yeah, is that possible? Yes, it is, because it's basically my journey. Okay, that's how it happened to me. So I basically will activate you with your healing abilities. And the program comes in 3 parts, actually. Maybe it's easier to explain it this way. The first part is all about healing you, healing the healer. I will go very deep in healing your past life, current life, ancestral, and also your childhood trauma, teenage, your love, relationships, witch wounds, so on and so forth. Basically, if you're a human, you haven't done any of these healing work, most of us will have these blockages. So the first part is all about healing you. Then the second part then is about sharing with you how to actually learn the quantum light language healing modality that I have created. And that is when I will also activate you with your light language as well as your healing abilities and your psychic innate abilities as well. So during this time, during the weekly lives, I will actually be we will actually be meeting right live on a weekly basis, and you will be able to practice all that, all the different light language and the healing abilities and the psychic abilities that you have been activated, and you will be able to share that and practice that with your peers. And we are all humans, and the thing with humans is that at the very beginning, like I always say this, all this energy work is so easy. Truly, it's so, so simple. But the hardest part of all this is actually to believe that we can do it, to believe in ourselves, to believe that it can actually happen. That's literally the hardest part. Everything else is easy. So at the very beginning of the stage of all of our journey, if we wish to tap into something like that, is we'll have tons of self-doubt. Even though, you know how we hear many different things out there, but not everything is true. So that's why it's important to actually go within and see what resonates with you. If it resonates, most likely it is what you need right now. Okay. If it doesn't, no worries, just leave it behind, right? Because maybe later on it might resonate. So we hear tons of things out there, but one of the things we hear is, oh, you have all the answer within. That is true. Okay, that totally is true. But at the very beginning of many of our journey is that we have a lot of self-doubt. We need external verification to say, wow, you're doing it. Yes, you are doing it. That is good. Wow, that's amazing. Can't believe yeah, you are actually, I can feel whatever it is I can feel this and that when you're doing the light language. So at the very beginning stages, we need a lot of external confirmation. So that's why this course, this program, it is extremely, extremely helpful, because I actually put a lot of thought to it, and thank you, downloads too. It also helped a lot, and it is extremely systematic. Everything is very intentional. Everything is all set very intentionally, so that it is so important that you have the ability, you have the capability, or the opportunity rather, to actually practice your new so-called remembered or gained abilities with others, because then you will get that immediate feedback, which is so, so, so important at the very beginning stages. So once you have the part B, which is the activation of your healing abilities and psychic abilities, and you get to practice them, then part C is where I actually provide you with more tools, such as I will provide you tools on how to do mediumship. And in my program, these are all tools, because I understand that in other programs, mediumship might be the main thing, or Akashic records might be the main thing. But in my program, it's considered a tool. Why? Because the mediumship that I share with you, how to tap into mediumship, how to tap into Akashic records, and how to tap into your own abundance, how to attract your ideal clients. These are all tools in my program, because the main thing is how to tap into your healing abilities, because you'll realize that once you tap into it, there will be times where, let's just say, if you're working on a client and then you see in your mind's eye something isn't on the client's left shoulder, then you do a quick truth testing, which I also teach you in my program, which is tapping into your intuition. You'll get an immediate answer, and it'll say, you'll say, oh, ooh, is that a past loved one sitting on that shoulder? And you'll get an immediate answer when you tap into your intuition and the truth testing that I just mentioned. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, it is. Then you can start doing mediumship. You'll be like, okay, is there a message for this person? Is there a message? Then you tap in again, truth test. If you get a yes, then you go, okay, what is the message? Then you do your mediumship, you get your messaging. Then you'll be like, okay, should I be relaying this message? Because not everything you receive, you should be relaying to the client. Then you can do a quick truth testing. Should I be relaying this to my client? Then again, you'll get yes or no. Of course, all this happened in your head, right? Like, you don't say it out loud. you don't say any of these out loud. So all these questions, you tap into your head and you try to get the answers. And so that's just a little example of how the tools such as mediumship can help.
So the suddenly went quiet. I was like, why is it going quiet? Then I saw that you were not. The volume died. So
yeah, I think it's because there was a call. Someone's trying to call me. I'm using my phone and my laptop at the same time.
You're too popular. That's your problem, right? So one of the things we debated, of course, many more have joined us. Adrian, welcome. Dr. Amaka, thank you so much for joining us. I mean that sincerely. Everyone is here. I'm truly grateful. I never know who's going to turn up enough for events like this, right? So, Marsha, Connect Impact Hub, legend, founder, it's a general tea lady, and does everything for her charity. I love her charity. Glad you're here. Raven, of course, great to see you as always. Raven speaks your language.
Yes.
Lily, so
yes, she does.
Guess what we're talking about. Yes. See, Michelle, I see you as well. I say one of the things that we debated, Dr. Lily and I, was simply, what do we want to come and talk about? It's an audio room. We actually do want to hear your voices. And then we sort of, we're like, don't come up and complain to us. Don't come up and talk about your trauma with us. I'm just being honest with you. That's why Lily is dying, thinking, why is it telling them? Because the truth, right? We don't want to relive people's traumas. But we do want to know the issues that you want to, issues that are holding you back, the issues that are stopping you living your best life. as Lily said earlier. So let's give them a chance to come and share with us, Lily, because otherwise it doesn't feel like an audio room.
Yes.
You know, to hear from people. So
sounds amazing. Dina. Okay, so let's see. Yes. Hi, Dina.
Hey, thank you, Annie, for sending me the invitation because I was thinking about being able to join today. So yay! I get to be here with you. I'm so grateful I've been able to listen to most of what you just shared, and I know how powerful you are, and all that you share. My challenge has been, well, trying to move through grief while also going back into service and going back into being of service with, new energy and clarity. And so I've been working with your codes, by the way, and that deck, that growth dragon, Lily?
Yes,
the growth dragon. I pulled the growth dragon today.
Ah.
And so those are my without going. I have been working through letting go of all the drama actually, so that I'm just allowing a way to transmute it. And so I'm always open to like new ways of transmuting old patterns that are not serving me. So I'm totally open to what wants to come through for that. And I can, you know me, I'm always happy to be in the hot seat. Hi everyone.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you. Yes. Okay. That's amazing. So transmute old patterns. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad you picked the growth dragon. Because that's actually, I'm actually working on a book series for that, called the Light Codes. A book, a light book. Light Codes, Dragon Activation Light Codes series for that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much, Dina, for sharing. Is there anyone else that would like to come on up and share with us? What is blocking you? What is blocking your breakthrough? So that you can put it out in the universe and set the intention and amplify it, so that I can share you how to actually release that. And if we run out of time today, definitely tomorrow we will do that in the Luminous Healing Lounge as well. That's Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm actually on YouTube live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at various times, which I also include those events on LinkedIn. So you can take a look in my profile if you happen to be interested in doing some releasing and activations as well, actually. Natalie. Okay.
Okay, let me stop talking. I'll shut up again.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Were you saying something, Annie? I didn't hear you.
I was going to give you something that's bugging most of us these days, but Natalie is here, so she's always fun to talk to.
Oh, okay. Natalie, it's so nice to meet you.
Oh, hello, Lily. Thank you so much for the invite, Annie and Lily. Annie, please speak. Please speak. Honestly, I'm happy to wait.
You are the VIP. No one cares what I think, what I say. You're the VIP.
I do. And I'm sure the rest of the room does.
Yes, I do too.
Put a thumbs up if you agree with me.
I do, Annie.
Please, everyone, put a thumbs up if you agree with me that you want to hear what Annie has to say, please.
You're the star. They're my friends. They're going to put their thumbs up, I hope. They're my friends. They want to hear you, Natalie. They hear me every day. Poor souls. Share with us, Matt.
Okay, I just wanted to acknowledge Lily's passion for cleansing oneself. I mean, Lily and I practice differently, but I'm, as you know, Annie, I'm very mixed, Black, brown, and Indigenous. So I try to adopt aspects of all of my rich heritage. But I don't. Well, I guess it is a slight blockage. I have an issue with too much empathy. In the built environment, I'm labelled as autistic and ADHD. But as any could attest, I'm very passionate about everything across the built and natural environment. So I'm doing everything I can to learn as much as I can about as much as I'm getting involved in and working in. But obviously that's exhausting. And I need to learn to slow down a little bit, because though everybody's getting value out of me, that value is going to be short-lived if I don't slow down. So I'm happy to hear everybody's insights there, and I'll be happy to get off of the stage so everybody can give me their insights. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Natalie. But first off, I have to say that I personally do not like those labeling, so to speak, meaning, for example, autism, autistic. I think you are brilliant. Honestly, I truly, truly, truly believe so-called people that have been labeled autistic, they are extremely brilliant. It's just, unfortunately, they don't fit in, quote unquote, fit into what the society considered as what it should be. Okay. And that's why it unfortunately kind of irks me when I hear that. But every time I hear someone's autistic, I'm like, oh my God, they're so brilliant. Like, I truly believe that. So thank you for sharing that, and for coming on stage as well. Annie?
That's I can still stay quiet, right? So but I do agree with you. I think I just finished a room talking about disabilities and labels. That's where we're just sharing with us pretty much, her passion about inclusion. I think labels are things we put on ourselves. Maybe in the context of our conversation here, Lily, it's making sure it's I guess for this event, it makes sense to label what it is we're feeling, what it is that we're looking at, what it is that's stopping us, rather than just a general, oh, I feel overwhelmed, I don't know, and I don't know what to do, and it doesn't feel right. So, so I'm sure one thing that many of us in our community have been dealing with, is grief. I think Dina mentioned it briefly. Loss of one of our friends recently, and I'm sure many people are still struggling with the feeling and how you move past that. Do you move past it? I say you do. And I wonder what your take is. How do we move past that without creating this sense of guilt? You nearly spoke, Lily. Nearly. You're unmuted, but we can't hear you. I don't know if that's us or that's you, your internet connection.
Are you referring to me or Natalie?
Yes, to you. So I'm saying, how do people move past guilt or move past grieving without carrying a sense of guilt that we moved on too quickly, maybe?
Okay, so when, generally speaking, if we're talking about a general grieving, so to speak, it is basically when you grieve, you actually feel like you have lost something. You have lost a part of you. You have lost something that you no longer can access. You think can no longer make you feel a certain way. So generally speaking, that is what grieving is all about. And if that is the case, it is always very extremely helpful to remember that you have the power to create your own reality, right? And everything comes within. So once you realize that, you are the one that can make you happy. You are the one that can empower yourself, not anybody else, not no one. Yeah, it's nice if somebody else will be there for your good friends, your spouse, your so on and so forth. It's amazing if you have that kind of support system. But when it comes down to it, it's always very, very important to realize that you are truly the only person that will be with you forever till literally the end of time. And you should start, it will be amazing if you can start to realize that and start to cultivate and appreciate yourself so that you can be able to bring and depend on yourself and have that self-care and love yourself the way that it truly deserves to be loved. And I'm not really sure if I answered your question, Annie, but I am more focusing on how you can get over grief or the sense of loss or the sense of feeling that something is missing in your life. So that is my response for that one.
Yes, more to answer my question again, it's not for me. It's more for my friends. If that gives some sort of a waypoint, some sort of solution, a way forward, then we'll take it, right? Thank you so much. I see Brenda Lees is here, Margaret here, so
yes,
I'd love to know what they think. What their questions are, what they want to talk about today.
Yes. Hi, Brenda Lees.
I don't know if it's me or Margaret who goes next.
It's okay. I if it's okay with Margaret, I saw your name first.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about the grieving part. I think going through the emotions that we're all experiencing, it's part of the human experience. We're gonna feel the loss. We're gonna stages of grief. That's normal. Now, it's also for me in this process, what actually has helped me, it's recognizing that each one of us, it's living our soul experience, right? We come to this earth with a purpose that goes beyond what we can fathom and what we can see with our own eyes, right? And what we may be able to imagine from a rational mind point of view. And when I'm able to see that we are more than this human experience, we're a conglomerate of experiences all together, it makes me feel that every person is living in their own journey and we don't know the details of that soul's journey, right? And I think for me, it's honoring, she knew what she wanted. If we're talking about this specific person, she knew what she wanted. She was in a lot of pain for those who knew, right? And this was her decision. Is it something I would have done? I don't know. I didn't live her life to know if that's what I would have done, right? But I think me taking a step back and recognizing that this was her journey and our journey goes beyond the human experience, and knowing that they are here with us, even when they live physically, spiritually, they're here with us, gives me a lot of peace, right? And owning and understanding that at the end of the day, regardless of everything we did to support her or everything we do to support the people in general, at the end, we have to honor that this was her decision. And it hurts, it's painful. But at the same time, I feel she's here with us. She's grounding here with us. And that gives me peace, knowing that she's at peace. I can't put words into what she was living because I had not stepped her shoes. I didn't live her life, right? But knowing that at the end of the day, each human is going through their own journey and respecting everyone's journey, I think that's where Rita comes through.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you, Brenda-Lise. It's so true. Everybody do have their own soul journey. And the truth of the matter is, if you believe it or not, before we came here, we do have a few exit points that we have written into our charts. And that's why sometimes you hear people say, oh, I had a near-death experience, right? And or maybe even some people actually literally died and came back for like a few seconds. So those are all exit points that they have actually inputted into their charts. And at the end of the day, their soul will determine when it is they are ready to exit, and that is the exit that they choose to be their final one. And it is true. Death is actually a transition from the physical, the person, the spirit, as I mentioned, the light being that all of us are. We're still there. We're still there. It's just that we have to use, if we want to tap into them again, meaning communicate, we have to use a different kind of muscles of ours, so to speak, to communicate with them, to feel connected with them. It's not the usual human way, which is we see them physically existing in front of us, or we're able to hug them physically, or we're able to text them with the actual messages appearing on our devices. But if you want to, because they're in the spiritual realm, so to speak, or the light being realm, whichever words that resonate with you that you'd like to use, you have to use different muscles, so to speak, within our human body to tap into them. That's when, like remember how I mentioned innate psychic ability? That's when those are the different ways, literally, once we tap into them. And as I said, all of us can do it if we wish to do so. If we actually tap into those various muscles, then we can still tap into them, communicate with them, but it's just in a different way. That's all. They're still there for sure, for sure. So thank you, Brenda-Lise, for sharing that with us. Margaret?
Hello, Lily.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, Annie, Natalie, beautiful sister Gina, and Brenda-Lise. Oh, look at the beautiful Raven, Divine, Martha, Ripnesh, Esther, Jerleland, Amaka, the beautiful Lisa, Christy, Michelle, Adrian, Kim, Zarar, Mary, Paulette, Sam, and Iris. Hello, everybody. I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you so much, Lily. Such a beautiful light and presence you are. Annie, so to answer your question, I actually view death very differently. I just view death as death to body. It's just that's in the body is temporal, and the soul and the spirit is eternal. So even when my mom died 3 years ago on Mother's Day, I had conversations with her before, and I told her that I would never wish her back. But I told her that The only thing that I would miss is listening to her voice talking back to me. But I knew she'd be here, just like I know Jess is here with us. She's with me. I can still feel her presence and hear her voice and see her smile. And, and how not to feel guilty about that. I feel you have to change your mindset about death before you can, it's an acceptance. You have to accept that it is an occurrence of life. And before you can actually move forward, you have to be accepting of that. And it's a mindful journey, the death process. And it's a beautiful one if you think about it, because they never leave. And it's so funny because I always remember that movie Ghost in the end, when he turns around and he looks at his wife and he says, "It's true what they say, the love, you take it with you." So I love to believe that, because love is the most powerful frequency and vibration that we have. I love to think that that's eternal as well. And that's why it travels into different realms, and yeah, I do believe in that too. I just see things in a different light, and that's why I don't take offense even when people come at me, because I know everybody's in a different headspace, and we never walk in each other's shoes. Even when we try to understand, we cannot understand it, right? The only thing that we can do is empathize and sympathize and love, and that's it, And so it is sad when you can't hear that person's voice or see them in a physical form. But if you change your outlook and you think about the essence of who they really are, that doesn't die ever. That's eternal. And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for the space. I appreciate you. Light and love.
Thank you so much, Margaret, for sharing that, because I actually, too, my view of death is the same as yours. And both of my parents passed away, and both of them quite fast, too, both of them. And the only thing that I would like to share is that because both of them passed away so quickly, but yet I have no regret, no guilt feeling at all whatsoever, is because I truly made an effort in trying to spend, each time I spend time with them, I always try to make sure that I am present at the moment with them, that I'm fully present. So that, because me being me, like I'm always aware of the fact that anything can happen any moment, anything can change, in the physical I'm talking about, as in you may not see them again ever, anybody ever. So I am aware of that. I would say later on, when my consciousness is more awakened, instead of using spiritual awakening, I prefer to use consciousness awakening. So I've noticed that because for example, my siblings, they might feel awful grief, shame, whatever it is that they feel, all the things that's attached to grief. But whereas with me, I think the reason why I didn't really have to go through that is because I truly was present with them. Every time I had an interaction with them, I was fully present. So that's why when I don't see them suddenly for the next time, I feel like I have no regret, because I was there for them. So I'm not really sure if that resonates with anyone, but if it does, hopefully that will help for the future, moving forward, I mean.
May I?
Yes.
Thank you. And I'm sorry for your loss. I too don't have parents. It's very awkward, at first because, you're being like, I feel orphaned. But at the same time, I made those moments count as well. I did things. So yeah, I resonate with you there also. And also that's why I live the way I do. I live like I'm dying every day, because really we're one day closer to death. If you think about it, we won't be here forever. And that's why I try not to waste any time on hostility or offense or nonsense, really. Make the best and the most of the life that you have, and love like there is no tomorrow, because it's not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed to wake up or the next breath we even breathe. So yeah, but yes, I resonate with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because I totally agree with that too, because honestly, you don't know when your next moment is. And that's why I think with me, my healing approach, the way that I approach healing is I honestly do not need to know what the person is going through. I do not need to know the details of how the trauma came upon them, and so on and so forth. Literally, if they are ready for me to assist them, all I need to do is tap into their higher self or their soul or whichever that resonate with you. And I can feel the energy blockages within the person, and then I just help release it, and that's it. So that is my approach to it. And I think that has a lot to do with what you said, Margaret, which is I know life is short. You don't need to, if you're ready to release it, I'm here to help you. It's kind of a thing. You don't need to tell me the details. I'm here to help you. So that's a very interesting point. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh, Divine, I see Divine. Hi, Divine.
Hello, my love, Lily. I'm usually in your rooms on YouTube, but I'm here today.
Yes.
In the audio event. And I haven't been speaking much lately. I've been kind of giving myself a rest and just allowing myself to just, sit back and receive and just be the observer at times. I think that's important as well. But I came up here because so much confirmation has been shared in the room. I mean, when you were talking about our psychic abilities, our intuitive abilities, talking about grieving as well. And I was just talking to Margaret about doing a collaboration room about grieving, the grieving process. So it's just so much alignment. And this is what we talk about when we're talking about synchronicity and alignment. It's things that you will keep on hearing repeatedly, like repetition, right? That's how things get done anyways, through repetition, and me personally, when I went through a healing journey within myself, the first thing that I tapped into was a closer relationship with spirit, with God. And I think that is so important. There's so many different ways to do it. So I love that you're offering the program to help people tap into their intuition and their psychic abilities. And, when I started doing that, a lot of people were just like, how do you know that? How do you know what you know? And, a lot of times I was called all types of weird and, whatever, right? But we all have a soul mission and purpose, and we all have these abilities, and we have ignitions, and I'll call them igniters and initiators. So I feel like, Lily, you are also like myself, which is an igniter and initiator that kind of ignites people into that awareness and then ignites them into initiating themselves into their healing abilities, so I do this as well. And I love also teaching different forms of esoteric and divination tools, tarot, oracle, divination, pendulum, things of that nature too, because we have to have a relationship with our intuition and knows that it speaks to us intuitively, individually, and uniquely. But we have to practice, use these tools to practice. And if you have a coach or a mentor, like Lily was saying, yes, you'll be able to have that confirmation, that outside validation, which is important because, we've been taught, don't let people validate you. Listen, we're all connected. We're all connected under the universal law of oneness. So we need that love and that validation, that confirmation. That's a part of our process of learning and mastering as well. So I am an intuitive, I am a psychic, and I do, divination tools and different healing modalities as well. But, just listening to you guys speak, it's like we have to build a better foundation with it. But we also have to have human connection and intimacy, and it's really like if somebody's telling you they're experiencing something, we want to know exactly what it is that they need to release so they can be clear on it, right? We give clarity as well in the healing process. So thank you so much, love, for sharing space with me today. And I'll end it there.
Thank you so much, Divine. I'm so happy to meet more and more of you out there on the LinkedIn platform, because truly all this innate psychic ability stuff is innate. It truly is innate, and I want to normalize it. I want people to be able to tap in and normal. It's like a normalcy, like a normal thing to talk about light language, talk about psychic abilities. These are all normal. I truly want to normalize it. And it's just amazing meeting you, Divine, and Margaret and Dina. And it looks like Kim is one of us as well. And so many like Raven and Brenda Lee's, and I'm pretty sure Dr. New as well. And Martha, I am pretty sure. And there's so many of us. Like, I am just so grateful that I am starting to meet all of you. So thank you. What happened to...
This is the magic of audio. It's magic of audio.
Yes, the magic of audio.
The live streams are good. You get a video, and I don't know that you get some benefits from that you don't get on audio, but just enjoy meeting people in real life, and audio gives you that experience.
Yes.
Look, I was saying that we do have to run. Margaret and I have to run because she is in the hot seat for my next show. Starts in minutes.
Okay, so Margaret has to run. Okay, all right. So thank you all so much, everyone, for being here, and for Annie, thank you so much for being here as well, and for just amazing. So
is this every Tuesday from now on?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Every people know.
Yes, it is every Tuesday from now on. And if you resonate with this and you would like to receive some healing, learn more about light language, and please go to my event tomorrow, which is Wednesday at 3 p.m. And I also have something at 4 p.m. on Thursday. It's another type of event, but it's all about healing. Yeah.
This one's about talking. All the other events are about healing.
Yes, sure.
I don't know what light healing is. What light healing looks like. And those who know, if you don't know, then just connect to that. Go to our page, RSVP for our other events, and you can get to experience them starting tomorrow. So do go along, my friends.
Yes.
We don't have to run.
Is that Margaret?
Annie.
Like, Marsha, don't be like that, right? Margaret, we have to go. We've got a show to do.
No, we don't.
People are waiting. Come along. You're the guest. If the guest is
I'm
not
gonna
there,
stay with the light.
the lights are going to end. Lily, you're going to have to end this show. Otherwise,
Yes.
No, don't end the show. Don't
Actually-
end the show. The show must go on.
Actually, you know what? No. Okay, you know what, you guys? No, everyone. We're going to go to the next partay. Okay, we're going to go to Annie and Margaret.
Martha's powerful. Okay, I will leave. Love you all. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Everyone go to Annie and Margaret's party next. See you all there. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.